My name's CheekySport Joel.
And I'm CheekySport Dave.
And you're watching Matchday Thoughts brought to you by OneFootball. Don't forget to download the app. The link is in the description. And we're here today. Chelsea have managed to scrape a 4-2 win against Watford, mate.
Scrape?
Yeah, it was tough, mate.
Whoa, okay, hang about. All right.
Yeah, it's scrape it.
All right, just because you didn't beat Watford last week.
Chill. Listen, mate, to be honest with you, we've got to respect Watford, right?
No, Watford did really well.
You guys weren't winning.
No, it's true. I think Watford, it was a bit stuttery early on.
Yeah.
But then the subs were made. I think just after that, just went.
Hear what he said. It's the subs that mattered. Hey, get them subs up.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, that's right. Make sure you subscribe to CheekySport and, of course, 100% Chelsea.
And my channel.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Shameless plug. Shameless.
Plug. You're going to be hearing the One Matter plugs for the OneFootball app during the interview. Anyway, as we go ahead, right? So, hold on a second. Why is Batshuayi not trusted on a regular basis by Antonio Conte?
Because he's honestly just not good enough.
What?
Straight up. Okay, mate, he's played well today. I can respect him for that. Yeah. But straight up, all the other games this season has been terrible.
All the other games this season.
All of them.
I'm going to agree with him, though.
There you go. Come on.
Would you rely on Michy Batshuayi if you had to?
If I had no strikers, would
Would you have him on your team?
I wouldn't have him on my team.
Exactly.
I would. Right, go on. Yes, I would.
If you,
No.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're like he's not reliable at all. But it's like if you're going to have like a person who never eats versus me at Nando's, I mean, who would you back? Who's more consistent? You know, it's that kind of thing. And I just don't. Michy Batshuayi he just doesn't deliver. Like
You didn't finish all your chips today. I'm just saying.
Hey, were they regular? Were they peri chips?
Oh, peri chips.
All day, every day. Who gets regular chips these days at Nando's? Who are you?
It's stupid. No, if you want to do it right, special thing, get some garlic bread, side of halloumi, yeah. Wait.
Look at this guy.
Put the halloumi in the garlic bread. Cheeky bit of medium sauce, bit of creamy salad dressing in that. Put that bad boy together.
Listen,
guys. All right. So I want to ask, right? How many goals has Batshuayi got so far this season? He had a brilliant pre-season, by the way.
Yeah.
I think he's actually got quite a bit. I think he's got like about 7.
He's got
not bad.
A hat-trick against Forest, and 3 of them were basically handed to him.
Hey, listen, a goal's a goal, mate. You see what I'm saying? You score it. You see what I'm saying?
Put it this way: he couldn't even get it in the back of the net against Karabag.
Yeah, but he scored against Watford today, though, man.
Yeah, no, but he scored against Watford.
He scored a double. He scored 2. He scored 2. Listen. I was just scrolling through the app, checking out the news, and scrolling through the app and checking the news, and it said, Antonio Conte breathed a sigh of relief after that. Now, obviously, you got a lot of vim, a lot of verb, a lot of excitement right now. But were you relieved? Was it relief after that?
It was me sitting there going, thank God, because it's like that was the 4th game. And so when we were 2-1 down, I was like, oh no, here we go. Just waiting for it to just collapse in on itself. But we picked up the points, that's what mattered. And now it's just a case of, can we take it and move on with it? That's the bigger question now. It's a case of, oh, that was close. There goes my camera. Sweet. We need to sort of sit there and go, right, next game we have Everton in the Cup. Then we got Bournemouth away. Absolutely. Game by game, see if we develop, and then at the end of the month we can go, okay, we may have gone on this many games winning, or we could have done this, we could have done that. It's just a case of just have to take it as it comes. But it was relief.
Are you man still in for the title? Is it still on?
No way.
I'd say no. There is a slim chance because we said the same thing after Arsenal beat us last season. So there is still a slim chance. But if we lose again the next month, then I think it's gone.
Is it because you have no faith in Antonio Conte or what?
I was checking the app this week and it said that there was news that he could be one of the next ones to go.
He could be.
He could be one of the next ones to go.
Nah.
What's his name? Elimilano or whatever. Elimilano in charge. You don't know what he's gonna do, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Conte isn't getting sacked. If Conte leaves, Conte walks out.
Oh, come on, listen. Jose Mourinho apparently walked out the first time as well, but we all know he got a sack. All right.
And listen, hold on. Do you guys? Is there? Yeah. Listen. Hold on. Which managers have you guys had for the last 12 years that you haven't sacked?
That walked out.
Oh wait. Last season, that was it. That was last season. That was the job.
No. When he was caretaker after Avram Grant.
Yeah, no, because
that's caretaker things.
He foresaw it coming.
That was caretaker things.
Avram Grant, Scolari.
Yeah, that's there.
Scolari.
No. After he was after. No. He was after Scolari.
He definitely got it.
It doesn't matter though because
that was caretaker jobs. That's what I'm saying. Who have you?
Benitez. He left as well.
He was a caretaker job as well.
No, listen, mate. He knew for a fact. Once he won the Europa, no one liked him, mate. It wasn't an option.
That was another caretaker job.
He came to babysit.
I guarantee I'll say it right here on camera. At the end of the season, Conte will be at the club. At the end of the season, Antonio Conte will still be at Chelsea.
What do you mean? After the season, into next one?
At the end of the season.
If he gets sacked, you've just ruined yourself on camera.
Ruined.
And Sammy's going to be doing the edit, and you know that's only going to come out.
Yeah.
Don't mind, I'll take it. You know me, I back up what I say and I live with it.
The thing is, if he's right though, he's going to be saying that till the cows come home.
So you don't think that the way the club is going right now is nothing to do with Antonio Conte's inability to manage the team properly? And also, I want to ask, I know that's one question, but you guys, all your youth players are just out the window, right? You could do with one or two.
Don't get started on the youth players. Oh my God, no.
Did somebody say Ampadu?
No.
Ampadu.
Is he going to play?
Ampadu. I want him to play. Just his hair. He's a beautiful man. Okay, that's all that matters. He's a beautiful man. Please play. Just play him. I just want to see him in midfield, like just stroking that ball about like against Forest.
I would love that, but he's not going to play realistically, is he? No. The thing is, though, like I agree with what you're saying. Though we have so many good youth players out there. But let's be honest, the way Chelsea works, it's just we're not going to bring them in. They're not going to get played. They're going to get sold for a profit. That's it.
What needs to happen is if I was the manager of Chelsea, so you know if Antonio does walk, get another Italian in, all right, all of that, you know, that style of play, defensive, gets the job done. I would sit there and I go, right, you're not performing well. I'm going to get a youth player and you're going to sit on the bench for a week. You don't like it, you can go. Or you can stay and fight for your place. And that's what he wants to do, I think. But obviously, because he's head coach, he doesn't call the shots.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So, and that is a horrible feeling, man. I mean, honestly, like and I reckon if he keeps annoying Abramovich, right? Abramovich will let him go.
Hey, listen, the hammer's coming down.
He doesn't get too close to people that you know, the managers. You see what I mean? Like he doesn't like to do that. So that means that when he feels like it, he's gone. So that's why I don't know how long you've been watching Chelsea for, right? But since the Abramovich years, that's probably since you've been watching Chelsea, right? Since
fair, but I am young.
Since the Abramovich.
That's just our age.
That's just your age, yeah. It's nothing to do with the money, no?
He's straight away just getting a little deep.
They're my favourite colour, that's why I picked them.
Alright, oh really? Alright, cool.
This is Big J from Cheeky Sport, and I'm going to show you how to use the OneFootball app. First section, we have news, where you can get all the best football news from across the world. In the matches section, you can pick any fixture in any league across the world. Find out what the latest scores were, who played well, who didn't, what was happening live, what was the lineup, who played, what formation. Listen, they have everything you need to know in this one app. It's very easy to keep up with what's happening at your favourite football club. Just hit the follow section, make sure you look for your favourite team. You can select any team across any league around the world. Once you've done that, the best thing to do is turn your notifications on. The OneFootball app keep up with the most credible sources across the world to bring it directly to your phone. As well as news and transfers, you can also find out what's happening with your team. You can also look into player profile, who's been playing well, who hasn't, you know, how many goals, assists, just in case you've got any arguments with CheekySport Akeem, alright? Also, with World Cup around the corner, make sure you follow your favourite national team as well. It's always best to keep up, especially as we're on the road to Russia 2018. Remember, no point having 1,000 apps just to hold all your information.
Why do you support Arsenal, Joe?
Why do I support Arsenal?
Why do you go and tell me why you support Arsenal?
To be honest with you.
You're a glory hunter, aren't you?
Nah, no, not really,
Ian
mate.
Wright?
Nah.
I know
Now listen.
The thing is, though, what glory, though? What glory? All I'm saying.
No. We're talking about stuff that got hot in here all of a sudden. All right, listen. But I was going to say as well, though. All right, quickly back to Batshuayi, right? He wasn't trusted against Man City.
Nope.
What does this mean, though? Because I heard through the grapevine, through the
OneFootball app,
that he could be going, if not January, at the end of the season, for sure.
I think he needs to. He wants minutes, he wants to play regularly, but he's not consistent enough. Yeah. And to get consistent, he needs to play, and he's not going to get that chance.
Because you man stole him from Birmingham. Like Palace wanted him. Do you know what I mean? You man just stole him. West Ham wanted him.
Palace put us 63. What am I talking about? £36 million bidding. Got accepted. Then we came with 32, and he chose us. But I mean, he would be guaranteed minutes at Palace. But he's like,
I
don't
think
know.
anyone who's half decent will be guaranteed minutes at Palace at the moment. To be honest with you.
But they did beat us last week.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's a one-off.
Talking about people getting beat, you know what I mean? As I said,
Just one football out.
Yeah.
One football out.
As you do. Do you know what I mean? Listen, Mourinho plays down Conte spat.
Oh.
What was your thoughts on that spat?
Well,
Do you think it really was a spat, or do you think? What do you think?
I just think Joe spends a bit too much time thinking about Chelsea really now. I can't slate Mourinho because Mourinho was like one of the reasons I love football.
Yeah.
So he was great for us. He was great
but
for us.
when
Mourinho does, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
He stirs people up.
Yeah,
That's his whole mantra.
When he's not your manager, he's the most annoying guy. You just think you wake up one day like Mourinho said, you're like, what the heck? Why are you talking? Like,
Conte played right into it.
I know.
And it was like, why?
I know.
Why?
I know. You know what Jose's about. Last season, Conte would have been calm, but I think this shows the stress that he's under. Because I was surprised that he retired. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what he's about. Like, Jose cries about injuries all the time. Like, you didn't have to say anything. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's one of them things where, and it's funny because I was talking to quite a few Chelsea fans on the old Twitter. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of them were like angry with Mourinho. Oh man, he's lost his reputation with us. It's like, bruv, listen, hold on. Listen, you fired him twice, yeah? He doesn't actually owe Chelsea, the club, anything. You fans, yep, you see what I'm saying? You guys were behind him, but when he came here, you Judased him still. You called him Judas. So then, for him, now it's like you lot have helped sever ties even more. You understand what I'm saying? Because initially, he didn't have a beef with Chelsea fans. But I think when he came here and you lot gave him that level of disrespect and that, he thought to himself, all right, okay, cool. Then that means, you know what I mean? Everything's on the table.
He was saying before that game,
What
which
was
is
he
why
saying?
people are annoyed. He was just slating. It was just slander and more slander.
Yeah, but he was slating the club because the club fired him twice. Listen, you have to put that into consideration. Your club has been bad mind to this guy, innit?
Yeah,
So
and they allowed the players to form a mini revolt.
Yeah,
you see what I mean? How did that? You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's happening again. It just feels there's something not right. Even though he won today,
you feel that something's off.
Not papers over the cracks, but like I said, I'm taking each game as it comes. We could lose to Everton, and it could be starting all over again. I'm not saying it's 15-16 all over. I'm not going to say that because it isn't, because we're performing all right. But it just feels like there's something not right there. And obviously Conte, when it comes to his training, he's very driven. He's eat grass, all that kind of stuff. He
eat grass.
He loves it. No, he loves it. He really does love it.
Running and everything.
Loves it.
People hated it. Yeah. And they hated it at Juventus, they hated it with Italy, they hated it when he was at Siena. He
says you have to
very
driven. You either play or you die for your position. Like literally, he's one of those guys.
And that's the thing, that only works for so long, doesn't it? And it's towards the end, it's like after a year of them hearing that.
I'm over it.
Especially when you're a champion and you've got experience of being a champion. Who wants to do that? Eden Hazard. Do you see what I mean? Can you see Eden Hazard eating grass? No.
Ain't down for the grass. Hey, listen, another thing, talking about losses, Man United just suffered the first loss of the season. Full time 2-1. Full-time 2-1.
Come on!
We need it.
Oh, listen. Man United were going to lose at some stage, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are happy. A lot of people are smiling. Hey, listen, you lost to Palace last week, mate. Remember the bottom of the league. Bottom of the league. You lost to Watford last week. So at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is, no one could really say much right now. But you know what I mean? What does it mean for Manchester United in relation to the league? Obviously, City are storming away. What does that mean?
I honestly want you. I'd rather have you guys win the league than City. I cannot. Me and Akeem can't stand Guardiola. I cannot stand that man.
It's so interesting you say that because
I hate it.
It's got to be City though, because United are just one of those teams which are like they're always so successful. So you don't want them to do well all the time, as opposed to City.
It's just too early to call, man. Like no matter people go, oh whatever, Joel, oh yeah, cheeky sport, you're an Arsenal fan, but you're closely United fan. No, I'm not. Right. But all I can say is no. Stop it. It's too early. It's really, really, really too early to call. You can't talk about winning the league title in October when it's so tight up there. It just doesn't make any sense.
You can't. But at the same time, I can't lie to you. I'm actually. It's starting to settle in right now. You see what I'm saying? Because obviously, you know what I mean. The OneFootball app gave me that notification. Yeah. And it's really starting to settle in right now that. Bruv, we've lost to Huddersfield, mate. Yeah, that's not something that Jose does. He doesn't lose to men like Huddersfield. You understand what I'm saying? Huddersfield.
But sometimes,
right?
He lost to Bradford City.
Huddersfield.
But sometimes you need that loss sometimes to go forward. This will show now what Man United are built off, and at the same time, City haven't gone through a slump yet. And I'm not here defending anyone, but I'm just saying City haven't gone through. So I want to know what City are made of once they lose. You know what I mean?
Because last season they won 8 games in a row, lost to Tottenham, and they never recovered.
One of the things they've got on a lot of other teams, they've got so much quality in terms of their depth as well.
They do. Their depth is incredible.
But put it this way, right? In that team, I always bang on about leaders. You've got 4 players there in terms of leadership ability. Silva, Aguero, Company,
De Bruyne,
and De Bruyne.
Company.
De Bruyne?
Yeah,
You can't add De Bruyne in terms of leadership. Leadership.
Do you know
in
what?
Terms of, you're talking about by example in terms of by the way in which he plays, but he's not talking about that. He's talking about character.
So what you mean character?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll
give you that one.
And I mean, like Silva and Aguero, they have character, but not. You wouldn't see them yelling on the pitch. Company is off the top of my head. I think is the only player I can see. Yeah, you can see why you're a captain.
Yeah.
But if City lose off the back of it, I just don't see someone in that team who's playing that will literally pick them up by the scruff of the neck and go, right, let's go again. That's how I feel.
Mangala.
Mangala.
I'm joking.
Mangala.
I said Mangala. Hey, listen.
So guys, finally, right? I know you're gonna kill me for this, but where will you be finishing at the end of the season? Give us the top 4.
United, City,
yeah,
Chelsea, Tottenham.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go City, United, Chelsea, Spurs.
United, City, Spurs, Liverpool.
Oh!
Liverpool! And here's my reasoning, okay? So, if you go through the top 4 teams that we played, or the teams that could be going for that position, we played Spurs, played Arsenal, and we played City so far. Out of 3 games, it's just those 3, isn't it? Yeah. So out of those games, we've got 4 points out of a possible 9. 2 of them were at home. Realistically, if you don't want to be going to their place and needing to win.
Yeah.
I just don't feel if we get knocked out of the Champions League and we're not in the cup competitions and we can focus on the league, then I think I can see something happening.
But by the time we get knocked out of the cup competitions, it might be too late for them.
Too late. It's too late.
That's my reason. I think we could finish top 4, but
no, but you know what it is? You're gonna get through your group as well. Do you see what I mean? So it's gonna be, you know what I mean? Another drubbing against Carabao. Do you know what I mean? That's fine.
No, but that's the thing. I don't think we're also so obviously after Roma we're playing Man United.
Yeah.
We're going to Carabao, and then when we come back we're playing Liverpool away. So
you'll still be all right. Listen, guys, make sure you download the OneFootball app. This has been Match Day 4.
Hey, listen, click the link, man. It's in the description. You see what I'm saying? We made it easy for you. It's
Exactly.
free. The app is free.
You're not paying.
You see what I'm
know
saying?
I mean? All I want to say as well, thanks to the 100% Chelsea boys, Louis.
Thank you for having us. It's good.
Hey, man.
It's good.
Oh, we got to give him a come on.
Here's one.
Yeah, go on.
1, 2, 3.
Come on! We got a new mic.